If I may, I'd like to pose an interesting question. Are all human beings truly equal? These days, everywhere you go, there's talk about the fight for equality. As a wise man once said, heaven does not create one person above or below another. People like to throw his words around. But that's not the whole quote. He goes on to say that while we are all equal at birth, pretty soon things begin to change. Academic effort is what sets some people apart to rise above the others. At any rate, humans change over time based on their actions. Truth be told, at the end of the day, equality is just a fantasy. And most of us go through life denying the fact that we live in a meritocracy.
Excuse me, sir? Would you be willing to give up your seat? That is priority seating after all, so it would only be right for you to let this older woman sit there.
My, you're a pretty girl. I understand that this is priority seating, honey, but there's no law forcing me to give it up. You think I should have to stand up just because I'm still young? What a bunch of ageist nonsense. Sure, I'm younger than her, but standing uses way more energy than sitting. Tell me, why must I sacrifice my health for this lady's sake?
Because you'd be contributing to the greater good of humanity. And just take a look at her. She's having trouble staying upright.
I have zero interest in contributing to the greater good. And anyway, there are plenty of other jerks on this bus who could give up their seats. Furthermore, I don't see much difference between a priority seat and a regular one, so ask someone else to be a hero.
To tell the truth, dear, I don't mind standing, don't worry. But thank you all the same.
Excuse me? Would anyone on this bus be willing to give up their seat to this sweet lady?
Over here. I'll stand.
Thank you very much, ma'am!
Well, this is it. My new school. Tokyo Metropolitan Advanced Nurturing High School. Established by the government to raise students who have been deemed our country's future leaders. Movers and shakers, if you will. And it works, too. It boasts 100% college entry and employment rates. Using experimental, state-derived teaching methods, they pull out all the stops to build a bright future for Japan.
Hey, you! I noticed you staring at me on the bus earlier. Why was that?
Oh. I'm sorry. I was just curious, 'cause, well, you didn't want to give up your seat either. I was wondering if, like me, you'd rather stay out of it.
I'm nothing like you. In my case, I stayed silent as a matter of principle.
Uh-huh. That makes her worse than me.
If that's all, goodbye.
And now, a few words from our student council president.
Thank you for the introduction. I'm Manabu Horikita, newcomers, as a representative of the upperclassmen, and your student council president. I extend a warm welcome to you all. As I am sure you're aware, our school is known for its prestige and distinction on all fronts, and boasts impeccable employment and college entry rates across the board. We take pride in this. In fact, it's our school's #1 priority, and we all work together to uphold this standard of excellence. Now you are a part of that too. We expect greatness from all of you, and we know you're capable.
We're even in the same class?
Success here hinges entirely on merit, so you alone control your path.
Wow, me too. So what's your favorite genre? Romance, I bet. Huh? Romance is my favorite. How could you have known? Seriously, shoujo manga is definitely mine. My favorite genre is definitely mystery. Mystery? It keeps me on the edge of my seat. Right. People are always surprised.
She has the seat next to me?
An annoying coincidence.
The feeling's mutual.
Hey guys, listen up for a sec. We should go around the room and introduce ourselves. Start to get familiar with each other. I'd like to get to know you guys. Plus, the teacher isn't here yet, so we might as well. Does that sound okay?
Hi, Nen.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
I agree. I mean, how else are we all going to get acquainted?
I'm glad to hear it. Well, I guess I'll go first then. I'm Yosuke Hirata, but you can just call me Yosuke if you want. I play every sport imaginable, and I'm gonna try out for the school soccer team for sure. Thanks. Nice to meet you all.
That was great.
You too?
I bet that guy's going to be the leader in class.
Okay, I guess I'll go next. Hi, my name is Kikyo Kushida. My goal is to become friends with every person in the entire school. That obviously includes everyone here. So if you're going out, please consider inviting me.
She'll have no trouble reaching that goal. She's got that everyone's friend vibe going on.
What you might call a ladies' man.
But I shouldn't be focused on her at a time like this. These introductions are going to determine everyone's standing in class. Should I try to crack a joke? I bet I could get a laugh if I acted really hyper. But I'd just end up creeping people out.
You played rugby in middle school?
Anyway, it's not like I have any real interests or hobbies to speak of. I'm kinda like a free agent. A blank slate.
Next up, how about you?
Who, me? No getting out of this one. I better muster up the energy to stand up and say something, for the sake of my reputation. I'm Kiyotaka Ayanokoji. I can't wait to study with you. I'm not really good at anything in particular. I'll do my best to get along with you all. I blew it.
Ayano Koji. Well, it's nice to meet you. I can't wait to be friends.
She just laughed at me.
Okay, who's next?
Introductions are for grade schoolers. What are we, a bunch of babies? Get to know each other on your own time.
Let's get started. Find your seats, everyone. I'm Sai Chabashira, the homeroom teacher for Class 1D. At this school, you will not change classes, ever. For the next 3 years, I'll be responsible for you until graduation. For our first order of business, the school rule book. Take one and pass them back. We have some rather unique rules at this institution. First, you must all live in the dorms. Your contact with the outside world will be restricted, as will your time away from the campus. For anyone concerned, the school offers a wide variety of facilities. Anything you could need or want can be found here, including leisure and entertainment. To make purchases, you will spend your points, which are tracked using the school's main computer system. At this school, you can buy absolutely anything on campus with these. Points are distributed to you on the first of each month. Each point is worth 1 yen. If you'll all check your devices, you'll notice that you've already been allotted 100,000.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
I see you're all surprised by the size of your allotment. This school judges its students based on their merit alone. You've all shown immense value just getting into this school. We've allotted you what we think you are worth.
Thank you very much. Come again.
It really does work exactly like money. 25 students per class, and 4 classes per grade. That makes 300 of us in all. If each kid gets 100,000 a month, that's 360 million per year. How can the government afford to pay for all this? Huh?
Another annoying coincidence, it seems.
You don't have to be so prickly. Well, since we have to sit by each other, we should attempt to get along. What's your name? Really? You won't even share with me that much?
So, you got a problem with that?
No, but it would make things weird for the next 3 years. To sit next to you and never know your name.
It's Suzune Horikita.
Horikita. Like the guy who spoke earlier? Why are you buying all cheap stuff? You've got lots of money. You could stand to buy more expensive.
I don't need all that.
Yeah,
I
but you
told you, I don't need that stuff.
Right.
You're weird. You aren't very good at interacting with people. No conversation skills.
Yeah, I know. But you don't seem to be much better than I am.
That's true. But I'm not the one who said they were going to work hard to get along with everyone else. These are free?
Maybe that's for people who use up all their points before the first of the month, I guess.
How could one use up 100,000 points? This school is too indulgent.
You think you're better than me, huh?
Maybe. You are in Class 1D, aren't you?
Yeah? What the hell does it matter to you guys?
Hey, now that's no way to talk to your elders. You better learn some respect and fast.
Shut up!
Huh? Wait, isn't that guy in our class?
Maybe, but I won't get involved. It's beneath my dignity.
We'll let it slide this time.
Class D has already got it bad. If we knocked you down a peg, you'd fall right off.
Don't you run away from me!
Go ahead. Scream your head off if you want. You people are already in for a world of pain.
A world of pain?
Those damn whips!
Not long after that, the class began to split up into cliques.
Hey, Kikyo, you want to eat lunch together today? I'm sorry, I can't. I've got too much to do.
This beauty was a mere 80,000 points. We get 100,000 more soon, so it was a steal.
Yeah, I've got tons of games. This is awesome.
I saw an adorable pair of earrings. Want to stop by after class? Let's shop for clothes, too.
Unlike everyone else, I failed to make any friends.
You're pathetic.
Yeah, well, you're alone too.
That's true, but I, for one, prefer to be alone.
I'm gonna hit up the cafeteria.
Your name is Ayano Kochi, isn't it?
Yeah. And you're... Kushida?
I'm so impressed! You remembered my name too, thanks!
Yeah. Guess I did.
So, could we talk for a sec? The reason I stopped you is that you and Horikita seem really close.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Really? But you're the only person in school that she talks to ever. It's my goal to become friends with everyone at school, even outside our class. So I asked Horikita for her phone number to maybe call her sometime. But she turned me down. She said she doesn't want to be friends with anyone.
Yeah, I think that's just how she is.
But I still want to be friends with Horikita in spite of all of that. Do you think that you could help me with her?
Help you? I don't know.
You mean you won't?
The head of the Yamato government was known as the Okimi. He controlled the powerful families of each region using the Uji-Kabane system. Uji referred to groups of families who shared the same bloodline, while Kabane referred to an individual's post and status. It was a system in which pedigree determined one's place. That's all for today. Look over the material for tomorrow.
This school is incredibly indulgent. These kids play around and sleep in class, but the teachers never even bother to do anything. I can't believe the government has the gall to dub this an elite school.
Maybe they're just trying to encourage individual autonomy.
Perhaps.
Hey, if you're just gonna head home, would you mind coming somewhere with me first?
What are you trying to pull?
It's an invitation. Why would that suggest an ulterior motive?
If you'll be honest and tell me what you really want, maybe I'll be willing to hear you out.
You know that big cafe in the mall, the coffee place, where all the girls like to hang out? Would you be willing to go there with me right now?
Why me, of all people?
I'm just not brave enough to go in there alone. The place kind of has a no boys allowed vibe.
And there's no one else you can ask. Well, no, I suppose there isn't.
Hurts to admit it, but you're right about that.
Is it always so packed?
So this is your first time coming here too? Oh, right, you're a loner.
Trying to insult me? How childish.
That table just opened up. Hey, I wonder, you think the other people in here see us, well, you know, as a couple? Never mind, probably not. The impending confrontation is tying my stomach in knots. I feel sick.
Huh? Horikita? What a coincidence! And Ayano Kochi too? So do you two come here together often?
No, this is our first time.
Oh, that's cool! Well, I'm here by myself!
I'm leaving.
You are. It literally just sat down.
But Kushida's here now, so you don't need me to stay, do you?
I guess not, but Kushida and I are just classmates. We don't know each other.
And how is that any different than what you and I are? On top of that, something seems fishy here, and I don't like it.
What? Oh, come on! It's a coincidence!
Nice try, but the correct response would have been, what's that supposed to mean?
The girls who are at this table, and the two at the next one over. Is it coincidence they're in our class? Honestly.
Wow, I didn't even notice. I'm impressed that you recognized them.
You and I came straight here immediately after class ended. We came in, and then they left, though they couldn't have been here for longer than a couple of minutes. It doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Sorry. Yeah, you're right, we set you up.
I thought so.
Horikita! Please be my friend, that's all I wanted from this!
Well, what I want is for you to leave me alone. You two should both know that you're wasting your time.
But I don't understand. Won't you be lonely all by yourself?
Being alone is not synonymous with being lonely. Like I said, it's a waste. Every sound coming out of your mouth repulses me.
Hey, are you sure about this? Do you really want to spend the next 3 years of your life that way? If you don't make friends, you'll be isolated.
I've been completely alone for the past 9 years. So it's another 3 to me. It hardly matters.
Sorry. I kind of think I might have made Horikita hate you, and that was the last thing I wanted.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Maybe she and I will never be friends. That makes me sad. If I can't even make friends with all my classmates, my goal seems unattainable.
Personally, I think Horikita's an exception.
Oh, that's Ichinose over there. Honami Ichinose is from Class 1B. We became friends yesterday.
You're friends with kids in other classes? I can't even imagine that.
There are so many really nice people in Class B. You know, this school is pretty amazing, don't you think? All the different shops and the fact that we get 100,000 yen every month.
I don't know. That amount seems kind of excessive in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm glad you think so too. And calling them points makes them entirely too easy to spend. To be honest, it's skewing my money sense. I'm going to have to budget tightly to avoid overspending. I mean, I'll buy the things I need, obviously. The toiletries I use every day, like soap and toothpaste. And I'll need panties.
Yeah, Horikita was saying something similar.
Huh? Oh, so you even know all about how she spends her money? You two really are friends, aren't you?
No, I just happened to be there. Whoa, she's standing so close.
Well, we'll just have to leave it at that.
But it happens to be the truth. $100,000. Huh. Most students decided to make the most of their circumstances, without giving much thought to anything at all. Day in and day out, they blew through their monthly allowance like it was nothing, buying whatever they wanted. The teacher never disciplined, so conversations in class, sleeping on desks, tardiness, and downright truancy became the norm. Extravagance, debauchery, and lethargy ran rampant. And suddenly, on May 1st, everything changed.
Huh? What's going on?
Hold on, yours hasn't either?
What's the deal here?
I don't have any yet.
Take your seats, class. Morning homeroom begins now.
Hey, teacher. Nobody here has gotten any more points yet. It's the first of the month. Shouldn't they have already been refilled by now?
Of course. This month's allotment has already been distributed.
Mine aren't there.
As I said, the points have been allocated. I am certain about that. And I know for a fact that this class has not been overlooked by the administration.
What about our points? Nobody in this class got any.
A whole class comprised of morons. You're all pathetic.
What did she just say?
A combined total of 98 tardies and absences, 391 documented cases of cell phone use and or talking during instruction. Impressive figures for the first month of the school year. At this school, your grades and performance evaluations aren't handed out. They're reflected in your monthly points allotment. Your unconscionable behavior, and that alone, has resulted in the withholding of your points allowance for this month. The points allotted to this class for the month comes out to a total of 0.
No way. I have to live on no money this whole month?
Hang on. That's not fair. It's just that you should have told us.
Did it never occur to you to question your circumstances? You're only children. Why would you be given such an extravagant sum? Didn't you think there'd be a catch? Your assumptions were wrong, and now you must all pay the price. If you did have doubts, why then did you refuse to act upon them? I told you on the first day of class, didn't I? I was perfectly clear. This school judges its students on merit alone. So, as it stands now, we think you're all garbage. You're worth nothing, so you get nothing.
蝶が飛んでた砂ぼこりが大地に舞う遥か彼方それでも空に憧れたにらめど星は落ちないとやがて捕まえようこの場所下で道路が罠を張る部屋に針が落ちる日陰で日差し交わるエントロピーが満ちてる制限的自由